$500,000, the number everyone wants, but when you finally reach it, something unexpected happens, something no one ever warned you about. Think about this, when you were broke, $500,000 felt like freedom. But what if I told you it doesn't end anxiety? It often begins it. Stay with me. Most people believe $500,000 means success, freedom, happiness. But in reality, the moment you reach it, a new pressure quietly replaces the old struggle never expected. You finally see $500,000, and yet instead of joy, there's silence, no celebration, just questions, doubt, and a strange emptiness you didn't expect. Behind every success story, there's a hidden truth. Money changes numbers, but not always the mind. Many feel lost even after reaching what they once dreamed of. This is what nobody tells you about $500,000, the hidden traps, emotional shifts, and truth behind wealth. If you're new here, hit subscribe and stay with us. Nobody warns you about this moment. The silence after success hits harder than failure ever did. When everything you chase suddenly feels meaningless and empty. After years of grinding, chasing a number, you finally arrive. But instead of joy, you feel a strange emptiness where your motivation used to live, and it shocks you. That quiet feeling isn't literal silence. It's the loss of purpose echoing inside you after crossing what you thought was the final destination. And it feels unfamiliar. Psychologists call it the arrival fallacy. The moment success feels less rewarding than the journey that took you years to complete, leaving you questioning everything. I met a real estate investor who hit half a million after 11 years, and instead of celebration, he felt completely lost sitting in his car in silence at night. He told me he expected a click, a moment of joy, but all he felt was emptiness he couldn't explain, sitting in a parking lot after years of struggle and confusion. That story isn't rare. It's almost universal among people who chase financial goals without planning what life looks like after. And it happens more than you think. The problem isn't reaching the number. The problem is not knowing what to do when the number no longer defines your identity. And everything feels uncertain now. And here's the danger. This silence opens a door to financial decisions that can destroy everything you worked so hard to build in just moments of distraction itself. We're going to explore the hidden psychology of wealth, the part no one talks about after you reach your financial target. Stay with me till the end of this video. This is where most people make the biggest mistake because they think the journey ends when the number hits the goal, but that's where the real challenge begins. Because after $500,000, the real story begins, not of success, but of what you do when success stops feeling like enough and everything shifts in ways you never expect. The moment money changes your life, people stop seeing you the same way. The room gets quieter, the smiles feel forced, and everything starts shifting. Before wealth, they laugh beside you. After success, they study every move you make. Same person, same heart, but suddenly everything feels different. The phone used to ring every night. Now the silence hits harder than failure ever did. Success gave comfort, but quietly stole connection too. The moment people hear you made money, old names suddenly return. Messages appear, calls increase, and everyone suddenly remembers your number. Not every smile around wealth is genuine. Some people don't see your struggle, your story, or your pain, only the opportunity you represent. For years, she sacrificed sleep, comfort, and peace to build her future. Every late night slowly turned her dreams into real financial freedom. The moment her family learned she had money, everything changed. One sentence instantly replaced years of love with expectations and pressure. That was the night she realized something painful. In their eyes, she was no longer family anymore. The richer you become, the harder it gets to know who truly cares about you. Some people love you, others only love access to you. Luxury can fill your home with comfort, but it cannot guarantee trust. Sometimes the higher you rise, the lonelier life quietly becomes. Most people don't lose wealth through bad investments. They lose it through pressure, fake loyalty, emotional decisions, and the wrong people around them. Half a 1 million changes your life, but it also unlocks dangerous temptations. The moment you feel rich is often the moment everything starts slipping away. The car gets nicer, the house gets bigger. Suddenly, spending feels normal, and slowly, wealth turns into a lifestyle you must keep feeding. You worked hard for this money, but the moment luxury becomes a habit, your future starts paying the price for today's comfort. 500,000 sounds massive until you realize it creates less monthly income than most people imagine real freedom requires. A luxury lifestyle can look powerful online while quietly creating stress, pressure, and financial fear behind closed doors every single day. Smart people see 500,000 as a foundation, not a finish line. They protect it carefully instead of celebrating too early. Real wealth is often quiet. The people building lasting freedom usually spend less, stay focused, and avoid showing off their success. Lifestyle creep starts small subscriptions, upgrades, vacations. Then suddenly your expenses grow faster than the wealth you fought to build. When everyone around you spends bigger, pressure changes you. Keeping up with rich lifestyles can destroy even strong financial progress fast. Many people hit financial milestones, then lose everything chasing appearances. Debt grows quietly while their wealth disappears in the background. Without discipline, even $500,000 can vanish surprisingly fast. Wealth disappears quicker when emotions control financial decisions. So tell me honestly, what number feels like success to you? 500,000, 1 million, or does the target never stop moving? You spend years chasing success, believing the finish line will change everything. But the moment you arrive, the silence feels heavier than ever. Every morning had purpose. Every sacrifice meant something. The grind became your identity. Until one day, the chase suddenly disappeared. The number finally appeared on the screen. $500,000. But instead of excitement, there was only confusion hiding behind success. Nobody warns you about this part. When the goal is gone, you stare at yourself wondering who you are without the struggle anymore. At the table, everyone saw wealth and confidence, but deep inside, he missed the version of himself who was still becoming something. For years, the chase gave life meaning, but once the destination vanished, the emptiness revealed a truth nobody talks about openly. Success looked perfect from the outside, yet every sleepless night revealed a quiet panic that money alone could never truly silence. New investments, bigger risks, endless motion, not because he needed more money, but because slowing down felt terrifying inside. The people who truly win discover something deeper. Wealth is only powerful when it becomes part of a meaningful human life. Adventure, generosity, these became the new foundation. Not the bank account, but the life that existed beyond numbers. Purpose beyond profit changes everything. It creates patience, clarity, and peace that no market crash or financial loss can destroy. In the end, the real freedom was never about money. It was becoming someone who could finally live without chasing anything. Most people think $500K changes everything overnight. It doesn't. The real difference starts when your mindset evolves before the money even arrives. The people who reach financial freedom don't stop at one milestone. They already know exactly where they're heading long before success appears. Before hitting major wealth milestones, they redesign their future, build stronger routines, and create a vision bigger than the number itself. For disciplined investors, $500K is never the finish line. It's only a checkpoint on the road toward lasting freedom and bigger goals ahead. The wealthiest people often stay quiet. They protect their peace, avoid attention, and understand that privacy is part of long term success. The moment success becomes public, pressure follows. Smart people stay focused, ignore distractions, and protect what they worked years to build. Wealth is built through boring habits repeated daily. Budgeting, investing, patience, and discipline quietly create results that most people never see. Success rarely comes from genius alone. It comes from repeating simple habits consistently, even after the world believes you've already won. People usually lose wealth when they abandon discipline. The moment they feel safe, they stop the habits that created their success in the first place. $500,000 is real, but it's only a mirror of who you are, what you believe, and what you're building toward. Think beyond the number. The money doesn't change you, it reveals who you truly are and makes every hidden confusion louder than before you reach success. This is the real truth. Watch closely. Success without clarity becomes a trap where luxury grows, but inner peace slowly disappears in silence and endless distraction. Fast life, empty feeling. Think about it, you now see what's coming. Success brings isolation, identity confusion, and silence most people are never warned about. This is your warning moment. Pay attention now. At $1 million, the pressure doesn't disappear, it intensifies, and the surprises become even more powerful than before. You are not ready for it. Stay tuned. The goal was never the money, it was always the test. And now it's time to like, subscribe, and stay ready for what's next. See you next video.